Okay, listen to me. Right now. Today's guest made thousands of dollars because her parents wouldn't buy her a scooter. Like, that's the move. Parents say no, you go build an empire out of spite. But here's the crazy part. She was already doing the work for free, just giving it away, being all nice and helpful to the neighbors. And then one day she's like, wait, I'm out here running a charity and I don't even have a scooter? So she starts charging. Grades go up. Parents start calling. She's making bank. But then, plot twist, she gets too popular, can't keep up. So does she quit? Does she just coast? Oh no. She goes digital, creates a subscription, makes apps, teaches herself coding over the summer, because apparently that's what you do when you're bored. And now she's building a whole curriculum to sell to schools. This girl went from helping the neighbor kid with homework to potentially being in classrooms across the country, all because she wanted a $300 scooter. Her name is Charleigh, and honestly, after this episode, you're gonna look at everything you do for free and be like, why am I not charging for this? Let's get it.
She's got a mind, she's got a spark, lighting up dreams from dawn to dark. Tallie talks, yeah, she's the voice, asking the questions, making the choice. Young hustlers rising, stories to tell, big ideas where passions dwell. Pull up a chair, grab your seat, let's talk the hustle, let's feel the beat. Tallie talks, yeah, Tallie talks, turning whispers into walk. Dream it big, take the shot, this is the place where dreams get called. Tallie talks, oh, Tallie talks, ooh, yeah.
What's up, my beautiful moneymakers? Welcome back to Tallie Talks. I'm your host, Tallie Pennyworth, and today we've got a guest who literally turned homework help into a full-blown business empire. And she's like our age. So here's the deal. Most kids are out here begging their parents for money, right? Mom, can I have 20 bucks? Dad, I need this, I need that. But my guest today, she looked at her parents when they said no to an electric scooter and went, you know what? I'll just make the money myself. And she did. From tutoring in her living room to building actual apps that make kids smarter. Give it up for Charleigh.
Hey, Tallie, thanks for having me.
Okay, so I gotta start with the scooter, because that's where this whole thing kicked off, right? Walk me through that moment when you realized you could actually charge money for something you were already doing for free.
Yeah, so I was tutoring my neighbor in math just to be nice, you know? Like, he was struggling, and I was like, hey, I can help you with that. And his parents kept asking me to come over because his grades were terrible. And I honestly didn't think anything of it until I saw this electric scooter online, and I was like, Mom, Dad, I need this.
Of course you did.
And they were like, absolutely not. And I was sitting there kind of mad about it. And then it hit me, wait, these parents keep asking me to tutor their kid. What if I just charge them?
Hold on. So you were already doing the work, you were already valuable, you just weren't getting paid for it.
Exactly. I was doing it for free, like some kind of, I don't know, volunteer or something. So I reached out to 3 sets of parents and I was like, hey, 25 bucks a week for 2 one-hour sessions. And 2 of them said yes immediately.
All right, moneymakers, quick break. But don't go anywhere because we're about to get into the good stuff. Real quick, if you're loving this episode, do me a favor. Take 2 seconds and share it with a friend who's always talking about making money. Send them the link, post it on your story, whatever. Because the more kids who hear this, the more kids who start building. And if you haven't already, hit that follow button so you don't miss next week's episode. Trust me, the guest we've got coming up is crazy insane. Also, we want to hear your story. If you've started a business, or you're thinking about it, or you've got questions, DM us on Instagram at Tallie Talks Podcast. Who knows? Maybe you'll be my next guest. All right, enough from me. Let's get back to the episode. Okay, pause. That's 50 bucks a week. That's 200 bucks a month. For a kid, that's insane. But here's my question. Were you nervous to ask?
Oh, 100%. I remember typing the text and just staring at it for like 10 minutes before I hit send. Because in my head, I'm thinking, what if they think I'm greedy? What if they say no and then it's awkward?
But they didn't say no.
2 of them didn't. And here's the crazy part. After 3 weeks, all their grades went up a full letter grade. Like C's became B's, D's became C's. And suddenly parents were calling my mom asking if I could tutor their kids too.
Word of mouth, baby. That's the best marketing there is. You can't buy that kind of advertising.
Right, but then I hit a problem. I didn't have enough time. I had homework, I had my own stuff going on, and I couldn't clone myself.
So what did you do? Because most kids would have just been like, sorry, I'm booked, and left all that money on the table.
That's what I almost did. But then I thought, okay, what are these kids actually paying me for? And it wasn't just me being there. It was the way I explained things, the practice problems I gave them, the way I broke down what they did in class that day.
So you productized yourself.
Exactly. I made digital teaching lessons. Like I'd take what they learned in class, break it down in my own way, add some practice problems, and then sell it as a weekly subscription, $10 a week.
Wait, so you went from trading time for money to selling a product that doesn't need you to be there?
Yep, and then I added an upgrade option. If kids wanted private lessons with me, they could pay extra for that when I had time. But the digital lessons, those ran on autopilot.
That's actually genius. You turned yourself into a vending machine. Like the product is always available even when you're not.
I never thought of it that way, but yeah. And once that was running, I had my summer free. So I taught myself how to code using platforms like Replit and Lovable.dev.
Hold on, you taught yourself to code in the summer? When most kids are at the pool doing absolutely nothing productive.
I mean, I went to the pool too. But yeah, I was curious. And I started building these simple brain game apps to help kids get better at math, but in a fun way. Like, you're playing a game, but you're actually learning.
So you gamified education. That's what all the big companies are trying to do. And you're just doing it in your bedroom.
Pretty much. And my goal now is to create a full year of elementary school math curriculum and sell it to teachers. Because if one teacher buys it, that's 30 kids using it. That's scale.
Okay, I need everyone listening to understand what just happened here. Charlie went from tutoring one kid for free, to charging for her time, to creating a product that makes money while she sleeps, to building apps, to now creating something teachers will pay for. That's not just a side hustle. That's a business evolution.
And it all started because I wanted a scooter.
Did you ever get the scooter?
Oh yeah, I bought it myself with my first month of tutoring money.
As you should. Okay, so let's get into the brainstorm section because I know the kids listening are like, that's cool for Charlie, but I'm not a math genius. What can I do? All right, moneymakers, this is the part you've been waiting for. We just heard an incredible story, right? But here's the thing. That story doesn't help you unless you can actually use it. So right now, my guest and I are going to brainstorm business ideas that you can start. We're talking specific, actionable, I could literally do this tomorrow type ideas. No fluff, no theory, just real businesses you can build. Grab a notebook, open your notes app, whatever. You're going to want to write these down. Because by the end of this section, you're going to have at least 3 business ideas you could start this weekend. Let's brainstorm. All right, brainstorm time. The lesson today is be valuable, then charge for it. And here's the thing. You're probably already valuable at something and you don't even realize it. So Charlie, let's break this down. What are some ways kids can turn what they're already good at into actual money?
Okay, so think about what you're already doing. Are you good at any subject in school? Not just math. Maybe you're great at reading or science or even history. You could tutor younger kids in that subject.
Or even kids your own age. I know kids who understand English class way better than I do. They could totally help someone write an essay.
Exactly, and it doesn't have to be school stuff. Are you good at a sport? You could coach younger kids. Like, if you're on the soccer team, you could run a little soccer clinic in your backyard on weekends.
Oh, I love that. What about hobbies? Like, I know kids who are obsessed with drawing or painting.
Yes, art lessons for little kids. You could teach them how to draw their favorite cartoon characters or how to paint. Parents love that stuff because it keeps their kids busy.
And you could do it in person or online. You could literally record yourself drawing and sell it as a tutorial.
Right, or think about this. Are you good at braiding hair? Girls are always asking their friends to braid their hair. You could charge $5 or $10 to do someone's hair before school or for a special event.
Oh my gosh, yes. Or makeup. If you're good at makeup, you could do people's makeup for dances or parties.
Exactly. And here's the thing. Once you start doing it and you get good at it, you can upgrade. Maybe you start by braiding hair for $10, but then you learn more styles and you charge $20. Or you create a little booklet of styles and sell that.
Or you make videos showing people how to do it themselves and charge for the tutorials. That's the upgrade, going from doing it yourself to teaching other people how to do it.
Yes, and it works for literally anything. Are you good at organizing? Help people organize their rooms? Are you good at video games? Teach kids strategies or tricks.
Wait, that's actually smart. There are kids who would 100% pay to get better at Fortnite or Minecraft.
For sure. Or think about clothes. Are you good at putting outfits together? You could be a stylist for kids at your school, help them figure out what to wear.
Or cleaning shoes. I know kids who are obsessed with keeping their sneakers clean. You could offer a shoe cleaning service.
Exactly. The point is, you don't have to invent something new. You just have to look at what you're already good at and figure out who would pay you to do it or teach it.
And here's the key. You have to actually be good at it first. You can't just be like, I'm going to charge people if you're not valuable yet. You have to put in the work to be valuable, and then you charge for it.
100%. I didn't charge for tutoring until I knew I could actually help kids get better grades. And once I proved that, people wanted to pay me.
It's like this. If you're already helping your friend with their homework and they're doing better because of you, that's value. If you're already braiding your sister's hair and it looks good, that's value. If you're already organizing your own room and it looks amazing, that's value. Now you just have to find other people who want that value and charge them for it.
And then, once you're doing it, think about how you can upgrade. Can you create a product out of it? Can you teach other people how to do it? Can you scale it so you're not just trading time for money?
That's the move. Because time is limited, but products aren't. Charlie can only tutor so many kids in person, but her digital lessons can be sold to hundreds of kids at the same time.
Exactly, and that's when it stops being just a side hustle and starts being a real business.
Okay, before we wrap up, I have one more question for you, Charlie. What would you say to a kid who's listening right now and thinking, I don't know if I'm good at anything?
I would say you're probably already good at something and you just don't realize it. Ask your friends, ask your parents, ask your teachers, like what do they think you're good at? And then start there. You don't have to be the best in the world. You just have to be better than the person you're helping.
I love that. You don't have to be the best. You just have to be valuable to someone.
Exactly. And once you start, you'll get better. And the more you do it, the more valuable you become.
All right, y'all, here's your homework. And I know you hate that word, but hear me out. This week, I want you to write down 3 things you're good at. Not things you want to be good at, things you're already good at right now. And then think about who would benefit from that skill. That's it. Just write it down. You don't even have to do anything with it yet. Just start noticing your own value.
And if you do decide to charge for it, start small. Don't overthink it. Just ask.
Charlie, this was awesome. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me, Tallie.
All right, future moneymakers, that's it for this episode of Tallie Talks. Remember, be valuable, then charge for it. Don't leave money on the table just because you're doing something nice. You can be nice and get paid. It's not greedy, it's smart. Until next time, keep hustling, keep learning, and keep building. Peace.